Hello everybody, this is a quick video about the April 28th open server. Just about 40 minutes ago, early Monday morning here, I was working all Sunday night on getting this figured out. I have sent out the emails. You either received a private message on YouTube or an email. If you gave me an email address, I used that. Now if you've checked your email and you've checked your YouTube messages and you do not have a message from me, then that means you're not in the open server currently. Now, there's some reasons why you may not have made the open server. Some people didn't give us any form of communication back to them, which means they didn't give us a YouTube name, they didn't give us an email address, or if they had an account on our forum, they didn't tell us. So some of you just ignored all three of those. If you didn't pick one of them, we have no way of contacting you. Some people didn't want to give it out because they considered it private. Well, if you don't give us one of those three forms, you can't be picked. Also, we had a rule that said do not pick more than 2 events that you wish to play in. We had a lot of people pick more than 2. If you did that, your entry was ignored, just like I said it would be. So those are some reasons why your entries wouldn't be accepted. Now also, I can tell you, I've had at least about 7 or 8 emails for people who were picked that bounced, which means you gave me an invalid email address or you mistyped it. If that happened, all the messages that bounced, I am going to be just choosing new people. So either you gave me an invalid email address or you mistyped it. So sadly, you're out. Now for all of those who received the message, in that message there's a link. You must, within the next 48 hours, so that means on Tuesday night at 11:59, when it rolls over to midnight, which is Wednesday morning, if you haven't filled out the form to confirm that you're coming, I'm going to give your slot to somebody else. No exceptions. So you've got 2 days. I'll be a little lax on that time because I know some of these messages didn't go out. But basically, get your message, either if it was a PM on YouTube or an email, click the link in it. The form is very simple. 2 things. You say, I'm coming or I'm not coming. And then you put your Minecraft name. You have to do this. If you aren't coming, by telling us that, it lets us give the slot to somebody else. If you are coming, it confirms it to us that you just didn't fill out the form or that your plans haven't changed. So it confirms to us that you're in. If you're confirmed in, what that means is once the day of the event occurs, April 28th, this Saturday, about a half hour before your time slot starts, I will send out an email or a YouTube message to the people saying, here's the server IP, here's the Mumble IP. Now remember, Mumble is not required. I encourage you, even without a headset, to use Mumble so you can listen to us. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. But if you do have Mumble and you want to talk, we'll allow it, assuming that your hardware is set up right. If you're really got a lot of background noise or it sounds horrible and it's just really disconcerting to us, we're going to mute you. But at least it'll give you a way, even without a microphone or a properly configured microphone, it'll give you the ability to listen to us, which will help during games so that we won't have to type everything. So if you got Mumble or you can install Mumble, do so. It is free. Just Google Mumble. So again, emails have gone out, private messages have gone out. If you got them, that means you're in. Now, for the people who don't confirm their entries by Wednesday, and the people whose messages have bounced, I will be choosing people to fill those slots that are now vacant. If people submit these forms and say they can't make it, then we will contact other people to take those slots. So it doesn't mean if you didn't get a message that you're 100% chance of, you have a 100% chance of not playing. You do have a chance. There are a lot of people who applied that didn't make it, so it's going to be tough. But for those of you who applied and didn't make it, we will give you preference to make the next open server. For those of you who applied and made it, sadly, you guys are going to have to take a backseat to the people who didn't. So, and we're working with this and we're trying to figure out like what's the right numbers. We're trying to keep them a little bit smaller for these open server events. Next time we might increase the number to get more people in. But we're going to get over 100 and some people, probably about 130, 140 different people in here for the open server, which we think is a good number to start. So again, we're looking forward to playing with you guys. Game of Craft, don't be last, and Spleef. Remember, if you are in and you do fill out the form and say you're in, you won't receive any other info from us until the day of the open server and about a half hour before your time slot. You'll get a message with the proper IP information. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys April 28th this Saturday, and stay tuned for the channel for more info.